Alright. Multi-streaming. And I'm also streaming on Discord. So hopefully it's stable.
Yeah, let's fuck them up.
Little boar.
Unseen, unheard.
Oh shit. You got yourself a Halo plasma sword.
Another glorious battle.
That wasn't a battle.
Yeah.
There's loot in there and I want it. Oh, I missed it.
Not bad. It's got natural light, right on the river. Just needs a little upkeep. Over here!
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
Maybe in the cave. Oh, I've been through here, haven't I?
Yeah.
That's stranglehold.
This used to be a shortcut to Emerald Stair. Then the land got other ideas.
Here we go! Let's see what you got! Nice shot!
That was weird. Fucking ghosts. Nope, nothing new here. Weird. Wonder what the voice was talking about then.
You're mine One for you!
Another win, but who's counting?
Show me what you got! Coming from your right!
Yeah, the gameplay for Night Rain looks interesting.
Yeah, I'm stoked for it.
Not looking so good.
It really does feel like a fan mod, but seems cool. I'm almost getting like Castlevania to Castlevania Harmony of Despair feels with Elden Ring to Night Rain. Like they took the game and basically said, "All right, co-op focus, and you're on a timer. Get moving."
Right behind you.
How'd you do that? To your left.
Arquebus. I'm down.
Next one's mine.
This used to be a good fishing spot until something started dragging people away.
It'd be a good fishing spot until something started dragging people away. It seems like it's still a good fishing spot, just for the wrong people.
Nuts to them, but I'm built different. This letter to home never made it home.
Incoming Zarops. Take your best shot. One for you! Come and get me!
I like the ragdoll physics. I like how impactful the melee combo is.
Build another palisade just like the last. When this one falls, what'll you adherents do then?
Die alongside you, corruptly. You fall, we fall. It's that sort of thing.
If the stone wall up the road didn't last, your pointy sticks don't stand a chance. And neither do we.
Look out. Can't guarantee your safety past these palisades.
First get the leaves, His letters won't turn up. Que larde. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place?
I can't see.
I know you. You mapped the Deadfire.
Ho ho! So you are familiar with my work? It's a pleasure to meet one as cultured as you. It was arduous work, but I couldn't have done it without help. Speaking of which, listen, you haven't been to the
Face is
wilds
a little
east of the city,
exaggerated,
have
but-
you?
Yeah. Let me guess, everything there wants to kill me.
I assume that's a no? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height.
Haven't done that
He
either.
must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him.
Send your assistants out to the wilds? It sounds dangerous.
Cartography is not for the slight. It requires a certain initiative.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you.
I see why you're concerned. I'll keep my eye out for it.
When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Hightown. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
Yeah, I can look into that. It's got 2 skulls. Region's eastern side, somewhere near a cavern. Okay. I guess I actually have to find that. Eastern side. Damn.
Is that all you got?
Ow. Skeleton wizard.
Hey! Over here! Who's ready for more?
In Rawatai, you don't abandon good supplies. I wonder what happened here.
Rawatai. A good feature that this game has, Blade. So food does regen for your
That looks
health.
valuable. Want to do the honors?
Okay.
And open it?
However, if you fill it up, if you fill up your health and you still got regen left over, it stays, and it'll regen once your health takes damage. It doesn't like you don't lose it if you eat too much food.
Okay.
That's just a nice quality of life kind of deal.
I do definitely wish that there was like some form of a lock picking minigame. Not the Skyrim one, because I'm fucking tired of those.
I was hoping those were inactive.
The living land is scattered with old Parkrunen ruins like this. Good builders and explorers. Now, the last of...
Why do I have 4 great hammers? Can I even cast these?
Most of them live in an old keep in Galawain's tusks. Silence never taken kindly to settlers.
Next one's mine.
I like a block. I like a boom. That's it. Blammo. Boom. Back. Back. Boom. Slap. Stop it. Cease.
Oh no, don't!
Oh.
Where's my mark?
Boots of the Brick. Nice.
Hey, that looks like a totem to your burned queen. Looks like that broke off of something. Wonder where it goes.
You're mine now.
On seek.
Let's see what you got.
Locals call this the Pilgrim's Path, but no one really uses it anymore.
Someone's lighting candles out here, though.
If you traveled weeks to see him, you can wait a few more days.
Kara, you would not be so glib if your family's souls were crying out to you for justice.
Some crusty old priest isn't going to change that. The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Land suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home because the goddamn temple is closed.
What temple? I don't see a
There's a temple to Aethys in the cave back there. It's a hike, and the path there is crumbling to bits. So even if it weren't closed, you know, I don't recommend it.
I can't you enter the temple?
Kara, an excellent question. Holy One, please. I say you must make her see reason.
As I've told Kalya here, there's a venture underway inside. The Free Expedition Corps is exploring a cave system that holds a temple of Aethys. There's an old man in there, calls himself the Oracle. I guess he's got something they want. and uncouth pilgrims will only get in the way.
Your expedition has been gone 3 days, Sejuan. I say they are dead.
I'd like to see this temple for myself.
You will let them go and not me? I see.
Who said I was letting them go?
Be reasonable.
Well, my orders say no one.
Hekara, yes. Tell the envoy about your precious orders. I could recite them in my sleep.
Don't maybe bring this back to Ambassador Hilda.
Right. Sorry, Envoy. The expedition team entered through the cave just past here. They planned for a day's journey, but they've been gone for more than 3. Something must have held them up. Our freak mentioned traps and earthquakes and...
The oracle who maintains the temple is a godlike of Aethys, so there is no telling what he is capable of.
They were carrying a lot of tools and weapons with them, so be on your guard.
Excellent, I love a challenge.
Well, you'll certainly be hip-deep in no time. Good luck.
Cool. More dog shit for me to wade through. I mean, a day's trip. How long could this trail be? Doors open. What about this way?
Yeah.
Views like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
Something stirs here.
Blood and a broken tripwire. Someone got clumsy.
Well, why is this place full of traps?
Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
Rituals, whispers of searing light.
So I thought the gate was the way forward, but this looks like the way forward, so I'm gonna head back. Ow!
Quiet as the depths. Look around. They've seen us. Now we know why the expedition team abandoned that puzzle. I was just getting warmed up.
Ooh.
goes. Want to sneak or fight?
All right.
Hold it together, kid. We're nearly there.
Oh, it's a pressure.
You're not my brother. I got to be dreaming. Oh gods, am I dead? Is this the Beyond Spirit? Have you come to take me to Gallowayne's side?
The kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Guy, we can't let this kid die a virgin. Could you help him?
Jesus.
Give him a healing potion. Let's get you back on your feet.
Oh, God, that's wretched. Are you sure you're not trying to kill me?
That's just the medicine working. And look, you're halfway to lucid. And your wounds are closing up.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here?
Are you with the Expedition Corps?
A Free Expedition Corps out of High Crown. Yeah, that's us. Well, that's me anyway. The rest of those assholes went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, Admin. Honest. Oh, shit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that Oracle and his relic, which is probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. It's probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in.
Anything I need to know about the Oracle?
I doubt I know much more than you do. I mean, you're godlike, just like him.
Come on, kid. Don't get starstruck now.
Well, he's touched by Aethys, right? And he's supposed to be old, like hundreds of years old. And I don't mean elf old, he's extra old, like Aethys has been keeping him alive or something.
Great. He's old. Anything else?
He used to receive pilgrims, but only the ones who could make it in. This place, it's like a trial.
Yeah, we've seen the same traps and crumbling buildings you have.
And he's building something. A statue of Aethys, I think. But I don't know what for. I mean, after what Aethys did in the Deadfire, people don't come here anymore. Our captain, she's... I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn.
Relax. You're not the first person to have a bad commander.
It's not like that. I mean, it didn't used to be. Yetta's not been quite herself lately. I've always known her to be cautious, careful. Now she charges forward recklessly. And she pushes us as hard as she pushes herself. And that's how I got hurt.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah. When we make camp, she has these terrible dreams.
She's
Wakes
infected.
us all up with her screaming and muttering.
Can't be sure, but it sounds like the Dream Scourge to me, Envoy.
I'll go speak with this oracle.
He'll be the last one to have seen him, I bet. I'll just rest up here a minute before I head back to Paradise.
Take it easy. No sense getting yourself into another scrape.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I was gonna die down here.
Given the extent of your injuries, you certainly would have.
It's a lucky thing you found me then.
See you back in Paradise, Kaidmon.
Right, yeah. You got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I was.
Seems like a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand. Maybe one of Juliana's girls will too. So, the kid said the expedition team went deeper, looking for the Oracle. I say we head after him. You take lead. This one's mine.
Next one's mine.
Didn't realize the head of the Steel Garrote was into antiques.
Patch myself up real quick.
I see someone. Be ready for anything.
My friend, can it be? Come, stand in the light. Let me look at you.
You're made of gold.
It has been too long. I had feared I was the last of us, but you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargemis, servant of the once shining god, he whose light has lately dimmed. What brings you to this sacred space?
You named yourself after one of the early figures in Aethasian sculpture?
Then Sargemis spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace him. I am that same Sargemis. Though it has been some time since a man has knelt before me and begged absolution, as Harmka did. The people do not hold to the gods any longer, and they do not hold to their servants. We live in a time of disbelief. The gods are absent, and have recalled their gifts from the world. Avarice reigns. Acquisition is the faith to which all men bow. But perhaps there is hope. You have read the Book of Verses, and we are here together, if only briefly. In this moment, we are not entirely alone.
Looking for an expedition of my countrymen. Did they pass this way?
An expedition? I'm afraid I don't understand.
An expedition? You know, treasure maps, matching outfits, campfire songs, the works.
I am familiar with the concept, tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous. And this representation of Aethys we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it. Do you know what their purpose is here?
You really expect me to believe you haven't seen them? There's only one way through this place.
It's a reasonable question, I'll grant you. You must understand, this place has seen so few visitors for so long that I often retreat into my private quarters. To read, you understand, or pray, or sleep. Age has made me slow. I tire easily. I sleep now more hours than I wake. They could have already come and gone, and I would be none the wiser. In any case, you haven't told me what it was they searched for. Or do you not know?
They were searching for a relic you're rumored to keep here.
Ah, the splinter of Aethys. I suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss.
Where do you keep the relic? I might find them there.
It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors, or indeed, myself. The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
If you're about to ask us to tidy up, think again. My place is a much bigger mess.
Oh no. I had something far grander in mind. You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue, but a reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Aethys in its appropriate grandeur. It is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred. But I can no longer reach the relic on my own. Return it to me, and who knows, perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way.
I'll be back before you could say 10 praise Aethys.
I am most grateful. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue or devices. May light illuminate your path, cousin.
Oh, and don't touch my stuff.
Quite the power system he's got going on here.
This reminds me of the Strangle Road. But how is anything this big growing all the way down under?
Got a whole library back here and it's getting fucking flooded.
Unseen. Fighter on my side. Come and get me! Hello, you have?
Large statue powered by essence. The essence is intended to be injected into the statue by a array of animantic devices. Where such a vast store of essence might come from and what a statue could do with it is unclear. Why does the statue need power? Is he just lighting it up? Quick save. Oh, there's a secondary path into here, too.
Six years in Dawnshore, and I never knew something this big was under our feet the whole time. Oh, no, you don't! Hey! Over here! Right flank! Good one!
Oh, whoops, I popped it.
Watch the left! Perk up, Envoy.
On seek! Earth and rock!
We make a good squad.
Alright, somehow I made that.
Repose, a pulse beating out of time. Should it be disturbed?
If it weren't for the creepy oracle and the invading roots, this place would be kinda nice.
On seek!
Good eye.
On seek!
There's the relic. It can't be as easy as just grabbing it, can it?
I mean, that definitely looks like a pressure plate under it.
Yeah.
Quiet as depth. No one said anything about tight spaces.
Wonder if when you pick it up, the room will close off and you have to, like, go through here or something.
Yeah.
Skeleton monk. It knows kung fu.
Loot.
The false idol. It waits.
Something's moving in the main chamber. Give me a target. Come and get me!
Which of the Night Rain classes looked the most interesting to you?
I haven't actually seen much gameplay. I haven't seen like anything on the classes or anything like that. I've seen like the trailers and stuff like that, and like maybe a little snippet of gameplay. But after just like the little previews I've seen, I'm down. I'm down with it. It looks like From Software just decided like, we're gonna take a bunch of cool shit and we're gonna put it into a game.
Yeah, it really feels kind of like arcadey. And it seems like it's really focused on co-op.
More focused on being a consumable experience for more people than like Goddess Execution. Oh hey, how you doing? Ow!
No, I think it's likely going to be harder than regular Elden Ring.
I mean like consumable as in like it's a thing you can pick up and then put down relatively quickly.
Yeah, probably. It's a I don't want to say battle royale, because like you don't have other players. Well, other than your teammates. But it is very much a like King of the Hill-esque experience, because you do still have this like this circle closing in on the map, and you need to keep moving. So
Whack!
it limits where you can and can't go in an area.
Very
So you
high
have
damage.
to like strategize on where you want to go.
Block efficiency. Block. I'm over encumbered again. Damn it! A pox upon you!
Kai is dying.
Still recovering.
In the name of God, I burn thee! Seek!
Hey! Over here! Who's ready for more?
Are you done? Let's see. Common sword. I'll need to upgrade the great sword, but that looks like it's pretty cool. Let's take a look at its moveset. Very normal side swipey. Still, I think I'll like it.
I feel like you'd like either the wielder or the guardian.
I saw like the bird person like flying about with their special move, and I'm like, that looks dope as shit.
That earthquake must lose. Well, better a flood than a cave in.
The bird is the guardian.
Bird's the guardian.
Yep, he's basically the tank. You get a great shield and a halberd when you start. Your passive ability is you can dodge while guarding with a shield to brace yourself for a stronger guard. Or no, if you press the dodge button while you're guarding, you'll brace for a stronger guard, and it slowly drains your stamina while you're holding it, but every attack that hits your shield does not drain stamina. So it's like stamina drain over time, but you can like take as many hits as you want. Then your character skill is a whirlwind that launches smaller enemies into the air and knocks some enemies back. You can make it bigger. And then your ultimate ability is jump up in the air, fly for a moment, and then you can crash down on an area. And you can also create a protective area on there when you land.
I'm still waiting for like a fantasy game where you can use your shield to block like dragon breath fire, and it will like split away from you, so you can be a shield for your buddies and protect them from the fire. But I feel like that's super fucking intensive on like graphics and physics interaction.
Probably the closest I've seen to that is one of the abilities in FF14 where you buff the people who stand behind you in a cone. The Wilder, the Wielder, has the ability to cheat death once. So if your health hits 0, you can negate the damage.
But I've got your back.
There you are.
You have
I worried for you when the
basically an exploding shot that's close range. That allows you to deal like a lot of damage to an enemy. So like, think of Monster Hunter with like the big ass bowgun where you can charge up a heavy shot, just shoot him right in the face for a lot of damage. And then speaking of Monster Hunter, the Wilder has a grapple hook.
Oh shit.
So it allows you to reel in smaller enemies, pull yourself towards larger enemies, bosses, and also environmental objects, and if you hold the input, you can aim where you want to fire the claw at. So you could have an enemy like charging at you, and you could grapple up to like a high up place in order to dodge.
Making some adjustments before this interaction here. Depending this, I might end up fighting this guy. He's got a flaming sword.
Like wasps.
I'm probably gonna play as the Duchess because I like their ultimate ability.
Carry the
Well, I like
splinter
their
of Aethys?
special ability more, but both of them are cool.
There was an earthquake while I was in the temple. The place is flooded.
Yes, the earthquakes, and the roots that seem to always accompany them. They are not a new occurrence, I'm afraid. This land has always had an unstable quality to it, but it has worsened in recent years, grown violent. Is it my work the land abhors? Is it the arrival of your Emperor's soldiers? Or are these tremors merely the convulsions of this island's lone volcano? You will need the scientific minds of Emerald Stair to tell you, for I certainly cannot say. Whatever the cause, the disturbances are getting worse. I fear this whole place could collapse at any moment.
What is this splinter?
The splinter of Aethys is a sliver of shin bone from my lord's titan body. It was carved from his skeleton many centuries ago. Yet long after the gods left this mortal world to claim their dominion in the beyond, the splinter is infused with the very essence of my lord's power. To illuminate without fire, to heal without injury, and to speak without voice.
I have your relic.
Excellent. The relic you have retrieved was stolen from Aethys's body. He is bound to it, or it to him. And before the events at Ukaizo, he would speak to me through it. He speaks to me no longer, but I believe he resonates with the splinter yet, as I do. If I am correct, when it is placed in the statue, the magnifying power of the Ardra will draw him into it, and he will be trapped. He will finally begin the work of making right all the wrong he has done. All that is left is for you to place the splinter into the statue's chest. Will you do it?
Kai, what do you think?
Look, I'm all for second chances, but restoring the god who started the Saints' War and left a trail of corpses in Deadfire? Even I concede that's a bad idea.
What will happen to you if your god abandons his domain in the beyond?
I cannot say. But when I return to the wheel, I pray I do not see Aethys there, for it will mean that I have failed. You see, my cousin, you must understand. I am willing to endure a life of greatest loneliness, so that he may repent.
There's no way this will work.
Aethys is weak, if he persists at all. He expended tremendous soul energy manifesting in the body of Moros Nua and marching it across the Deadfire. By the time he reached Ukaizo, he was spent, and used the very last of his power to destroy the wheel. The god that is left is but a wisp of purpose, floating through the beyond. It is that wisp I will capture.
All right.
Thank you. Once you have placed the splinter into the statue, power my devices just over there. Together, we will observe the results.
You have some optional things.
I do. I went searching. I mean, I went through there. There was no expedition.
There we are. Now, fill the statue with essence. Do me the honor of pulling the lever, just there. And my lord will return to face justice. Any moment now. My god Aethys, are you there? No!
Is he trying to,
It's
like,
not working!
manifest his god through a mechanical body?
He's just trying to trap
Something
him
is wrong.
because his god did something terribly wrong, and he's trying to he's basically trying to force him to come back and right his wrongs.
My lord Aethys has not returned. Something is missing from my design. Something I did not account for. It must be the chime. Without its ringing,
Hubris?
he cannot hear
Arrogance?
the statue's call.
Folly of man?
my cousin, will you join my holy work and lend your chime to the cause?
Sargamas, you must give up this mad plan. I told you it won't work. This isn't the first time you've tried this, is it?
No. This statue, its purpose, it has been the sole focus of my every waking moment from the instant Aethys left the world. The elaborate construction you see around us was not my original intent. It came with time. All the result of many tests and many failures.
But you kept going.
How could the world forgive me if I stopped? It seemed I was always a hair's breadth from success. Iron, blood, oil, Ardra, essence. Now, the relic. The very body of a god. You see, there is always another parameter to adjust. But I believe success is near at hand. And you, rare and perfect you will be my last.
Sargamas, you must give up this mad plan. I told you it won't work.
You cannot ask me that. If you knew all that I have done, how arduously I have labored. No! I would sooner give my soul over to Rimagant and let it be trampled beneath his hooves for all eternity.
You cannot create an animate from stored essence. The consciousness dissipates instantly. Soul transfer must occur live.
That can't be true. Nothing I have read in my studies has said anything of the sort.
Set your feelings aside, you know it to be true.
Animancy has developed significantly in the last few decades. Your research is out of date. Whoever is supplying you with scholarship and equipment is probably selling you other Animancy's ancient castles. Your research is out of date.
No. You have beheld my statue. You have carried the splinter of Aethys. You witnessed my power and the power of my lord. My cousin, please. Why do you lie to me?
I told you the truth as I know it. Why do you lie to your... I'm sorry, Sargamas.
But then, why did he leave? Why did he leave without me? What did I do wrong? Why does he not love me? Oh my God, what do I do now?
People of the Living Lands need comfort now more than ever. Counsel them.
I have much to consider. Excuse me. I must pray.
Hear us. Follow us. We would speak to you.
I've always believed in second chances, but I've never seen a change of heart like that. I guess your Emperor really did send someone special.
I'm glad I talked him down on it. He's got a flaming sword. He's got a flaming sword. Would have been cool to take that, but I'm not going to kill the man for it.
It wakes. A host. Form-given life. One day when we are free, we could return here, dwell in this body, feel the earth again. But it is a sprout. Fragile. It must sleep here undisturbed. A secret you could keep. Tell us, will you give us this gift?
If I let you have it, what will you do with it?
We are not sure. Could we touch the world? Walk in the ocean? Sift our fingers through sand?
How will you claim it?
A shard of Ardra tethers it to us. Yet it is weak. A quagmire of essence occludes its veins. If we had time to tend it, perhaps we could find a way.
The statue is yours.
A vessel to hold us. We will remember this. The Adra strains. It aches, a choking barricade of souls. Essence like mud, we cannot swim here. It must be flushed out. Free this obstruction. Then, when our prison bars fall, we will see.
Hey, Envoy. Back with us?
New earth to till, we flower. We rest now. We must consider this.
Okay. Sure. Great. Let's look for that expedition.
Something's not right here. Take a look around.
Oh.
You find them?
The orders came down from Darren today. We're to be sent to the living lands. Soul point now. What's my goodness? Apparently it was taken from Aethys' Titan skeleton, the very one I made my reputation discovering, and it's well known for its ability to heal anyone who holds it. I cannot delay any longer. I must find it.
Well, we found the expedition. Looks like they've only been dead a few hours. But how did they get in here? They can't have come the same way we did. We swam here. What's stranger is there's not a scratch on them. No sign of what killed them. It's like every member of the expedition team just collapsed.
Fragments of the soul often linger near the body after death, but these corpses feel empty.
Oh. Like they've been completely drained of essence. That's dark work. But animancers have been doing it for centuries. The Oracle couldn't have put the expedition's souls in the statue of Aethys, right?
Could the Oracle's plan have something to do with Aethys' vanishing at Ukaizo?
There's still a lot of debate over what even happened at Ukaizo. Perhaps the Oracle knows the truth. Or perhaps he's just as lost as we are. Aethys is a dangerous god associated with Eora's bloodiest wars, and he recently killed thousands of people in Deadfire. Now we have a piece of him, and we're about to face a maniac who wants it desperately. Tread carefully.
Well then. So he killed them and used their essence for the machine. Great. That's probably what the sort of barricade of souls was that was blocking the Aedra. Hey, buddy? Cousin? Cousin? Cousin?
Unseek! Thoughtless.
Oh, whoops.
He comes back. What the hell?
Oh, I've got points. I do want Grimoire Master. I don't know where he fucked off to.
Ah, it's you. I have prayed over what you said, that I should counsel the people of the living lands through this season of uncertainty. I will do it. And I will pursue it with the fullness of my attention through the last of my days. Before I leave this place, I was hoping you might tell me, what became of my statue?
I've saved it for my own purposes.
Oh, I hope you know what you are doing. I have to believe that is for the best. Thank you for releasing me from this burden. For the first time in decades, I feel light. I hope we will meet again, my friend. If not in this life, then the next.
Make better choices next time, alright?
Perhaps on my next turn about the wheel, when I am new and free.
Goodbye, Sarkomus.
I fear you have a long and difficult journey ahead, Envoy of Adir. I leave you with my blade.
Oh, sword.
I do not need it any longer.
Unique weapons are highly coveted. Each has its own story, and each is enhanced with more powerful primary and secondary enchantments. All provide some combination of passive effects, stat increases, elemental damage, distinct behavior, and more. Three times. Upgraded across quality tiers with the use of additional resources. Upgrading a unique item across quality tiers requires the use of Aedra and its variants. Aedra can be found in areas of high challenge or derived from breaking down your other lesser used unique items.
It will take me some time to gather my belongings.
Oh, you don't mind me just taking your food. I'm hungry. I think that was smut I was just reading.
Save it. I bet it'll be worth a pretty penny.
Spine of this book bears a stamp designated as part of the restricted collection of the Halls Obscured. It appears to have been stolen. Every page is filled with closely packed writing and illustrations. One passage reads, Saint Wydwin pursed his lips and stared down the glowing, glowering visage which peered at it. Yeah, no, this is smut. Yeah, no. Unknotted the taut cord which restrained his ponytail, let the flowing, flowering locks cascade around his shoulders, rest over the shelf of his bosom. This is smut. Passage cuts off abruptly with a series of jagged notes pressed deeply into the parchment. Aora is not ready for this.
Never thought I'd be so
This shit's
relieved
too
to see
fire. Can't let it
Veritas.
drop.
Last light of day. Did it just fucking shout at me?
On your right! Come and get me! Who's ready for more? Here we go! Time to rally.
lot of explorers end up dead here. But, hey, they're not you.
Best part about having a flaming sword? Easy bonfires.
Right behind you. This one's mine. Coming from the right.
Alright, need Adra to go up. No, I do have 2 Adra. Cool.
Nothing like a campfire and a good sea breeze, is there? Night, envoy.
It's supposed to be near a cavern. That's a big skeleton.
Keep your guard up. They don't look like the type to negotiate.
Don't mess with us. Now.
Back on my feet.
Fuck. Alright, maybe I'm not ready for that area. Okay.
Bam.
Cartographer's just gonna have to wait. I'll go check in at the Pilgrim's Path and tell them the good, bad news.
About the expedition.
Yeah.
Bad news, the expedition is dead. Good news, we found the culprit. Bad news, he, kinda let him leave.
Well, it's very certain. Look, the situation was already resolved before I found the corpses. It was really awkward. Set him on the good path.
Envoy, what's the word? Any chance you've found the team yet?
We found him.
Come on, stop goofing around.
Sedgwin?
What? Oh shit, you're serious. What happened?
Oracle killed them.
Gods beyond. I knew some Aothasian godlike freak couldn't be trusted.
Sedgwin!
Sorry, force of habit. Gods, the brass are going to flip their lids when they hear this. Well, thank you for reporting in. If you haven't met Offreak yet, you should tell him as well. Offreak and his brother were part of the expedition team. He's back at the... I'm not really a people person. It'd be better coming from you.
No. I don't really like people.
I'm giving Zargamas a chance to redeem himself and to do better. I'm not going to rat him out immediately afterwards. He's come down off the crazy. He was in the middle of crazy. He wasn't in his right mind. Justifying a lot here, but
Envoy. And
He was injured, but we got him fixed up. Keep an eye out for him. Give him a hand if you can.
I say, Sedgwin, that is good news, isn't it?
it's a relief, is what it is. Imagine having to share a canteen with Offreak after his brothers died.
I cannot imagine anything. I do not know these people.
In any case, Envoy, you've done that boy, both of those boys, a good turn. Well done.
happy to help where I can.
I suppose that's why you're the Envoy and not me. Watch your step. Envoy, any chance? Come on.
Sedgwin.
What?
Definitely did.
Gods, the brass are going to flip their lids when they hear this. Well, thank you for reporting in. If Offreak and his brother were part of the expedition team, he's back at the embassy with an injury. I'm not really a people person.
I'll talk to Offreak.
Thanks again, Envoy. You be safe
He's
out
keep
here.
reminding you
Yes,
that
he
she's not a
will.
people person.
Yeah, I can tell. Kind of rude.
So, how long do you think it'll be before the locals realize how much good we're doing for them? Realize? To realize anything of the sort will always be the inheritance to them.
No, I don't think so. It's only been a few years. They'll come around eventually, I'm sure of it. They have to.
Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night, kid. I honestly don't care what the locals do.
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. The ambassador's expecting you.
Good work out there, Envoy. Only just arrived and you're already the talk of the town. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city. No idea why he's calling the shots all of a sudden, but...
That sounds ominous.
Anyway, you can go on ahead. The ambassador is expecting you.
What about the Inquisitor?
Well, she comes and goes. You never know where she'll turn up, and it's never for a good reason.
Sorry, Kitties.
Kind of like a nightmare. Once you're in the city, you'll find the Adiran embassy due north of the gatehouse. Take care, Envoy.
What? No parting words from me after all the time we spent together?
Shove off, Muttonhead. How's that for a parting word?
With talk like that, it's no wonder the Adirans think we need a little civilizing. At least I'm in good company now, right?
Of course, Garrus, from Mass Effect.
Envoy!
Oh, hey, I've been shot. I'm tougher than that. Come on.
It was a pretty good shot.
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here?
I was shot. Someone tells me I'm not in the living lands anymore. Where am I?
Within emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage. A prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are
She's got plant-like growths all over her.
in amber. But you should be alive.
So this is the beyond. My soul feels like it's floating.
This place does not matter. The branches of your life were pruned. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind.
Hopefully the next life is kinder to me. My killer, whoever they are. Too bad I couldn't take my killer with me.
Yes, we would see them hurt too, writhing like a dying adder. We can give you this chance. We could send you back. Just this once.
What do you mean, send me back? How? What about you? There must be a way we can get you out too.
You think of us, with your own escape so near. We are moved and decided. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find us. Free us from our prison.
This is going to hurt, isn't it?
Immensely. intensely. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
Hey, I'm all right. Don't look so surprised.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands.
What happened to me? Oh, I remember his pain and the voice.
A voice? Tell me more.
It was old and confused, but terribly powerful.
Fascinating. I wish I could tell you what it means, but this is new territory for me. Your friend here carried you halfway across the city. Made quite the spectacle.
Probably not the grand Imperial entrance they were aiming for. Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill.
The voice brought me back, I'm sure of it. So who killed me?
That's what everyone in Paradise is asking. The streets have been less murderous since your ambassador and his guards took up residence. But your assassination is bound to upset that uneasy peace.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died.
I think the voice had something to do with my return.
I suppose it's possible. Not that I can prove it one way or another.
What does this mean for them? Should they expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
I already had a vision. Someone was asking for my help.
Sounds like the echo of a past life. I wish I could tell you more. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher.
Take it a drink.
She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul.
Sit down, stand up, and sit.
I'm sitting. I'm sitting. Hello. A feat none have yet achieved.
I don't blame you for your misgivings, but Runid is the real thing. Go and see for yourself. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job.
I'll find the watcher. Just point me in the right direction.
Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you.
Great, maybe he knows who killed me. Not even death can save me from my obligations.
I'm afraid not. Better luck in your next life. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy.
You've given me a lot of direction.
Apologies. Paradise is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around. Which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up.
I appreciate the help, Kai.
Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone. And we should talk back at camp. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
Friendly warning. Do whatever it takes to bring back the Envoy. I know you used to be an Animancer, and if you still haven't any of your old equipment, well, some of us are willing to look the other way. If the Envoy dies, I cannot guarantee your safety. A friend. Doesn't sound very friendly.
Hey, I had a dream about you. In my dream, you were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside. You weren't alone either. There were others. Some of them loved you, others were afraid of you, but they all followed you. Also, there was a tree that wasn't a tree. Oh, it made sense at the time. I can't remember anymore. It's a pity dreams aren't made to last. Stay safe. You don't want to end up back here again. I'll pull through. Liviana's taking good care of me. Liviana didn't think you'd make it, but she never gave up on you.
It's just rope making these beds.
Got in a fight with the Adiran guards. I started it. They finished it.
Ooh, a lockbox.
Godlike. Interested in saving a couple of lives? So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the strangle root, right?
Where did you hear that?
Well, the conversation went something like, "Did you hear an Adiran envoy was killed at the gate?" "What? Really?" "Yes, a godlike. They saved the ambassador from the strangle..." And so on.
Always glad to provide some entertainment.
I'm sorry. That came out wrong. I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand?
What is a Valian care for some unlucky Adirans?
Oh, heroic and observant, huh? Joking aside, I know this seems strange, but they helped me out when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor.
What do they need help with?
Galarde. Lothfled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of Adirans. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an Adiran in the city. Now they're everywhere.
The Emperor's made the Living Lands his priority.
That's all very well for His Highness, but it was trouble for my friends. Anyway, with all these Adirans coming in, Lothfled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adirans in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink.
Not sure why you think I can help with that.
Ah, but you can. There are herbs in the wilds around Paradis that can restore Gladwine's sight. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks, but for the Adiran envoy, for the hero who braved the strangle route, I'm sure it would be no problem.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Many thanks, envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork.
Certainly you could do that part yourself.
No. We had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes.
Alright.
Thank you, envoy. God bless you.
More experience for me.
Hey, it's the envoy. Envoy, hey!
I swear, I owe you the world.
I owe them the world. They saved my life, remember?
Yeah, you only told me about 100 times.
Hey, where's Yeda? Is everyone else on the way?
I'm afraid not.
No. Oh, gods. Do they mean?
They didn't make it, Ulfric. I'm sorry.
But you saved Cadman. You couldn't save them? Or you didn't try?
What happened?
Details won't help you. Just know that they went quickly.
I can't understand this.
Hey, Ulfric, hey, listen. We always knew that was a risk, right? And we told ourselves.
Better to go out at the bottom of the world or the top. No dying in bed like Granda, asking what if.
Did you avenge them? Is the Oracle dead?
I let him live. He has much to atone for.
What?
But he... What? Senseless killing won't bring them back. They didn't get justice, but at least I got my brother back.
Don't be a baby. You would have been fine without me.
What I mean to say is, we're grateful, Envoy.
You're very welcome. Both.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to give you this. It belonged to our grandfather. He'd always wanted to join the Corps, but life got in the way. When we were recruiting, he gave it to us to remind us to live well.
How do you decide who gets to wear it?
We take turns. Cadman had it last, so he gets to decide what we do with it.
I'll treasure it.
Well, I'm sure you've got big Envoy things to do.
I don't know if you heard, but there's a plague on and everything.
If you're ever in High Crown, look us up.
Yeah, we can drink to the Corps together.
I will. Take care, you two.
I wish things had turned out better for the rest of their crew, but I'm glad they made it. One of them may even get a happy ending.
You died. But you're here. Gods, am I glad to see you. You've got some god looking out for you. I'll keep trying. But there's not much to be done for Fort Northreach. Still can't believe you're alive. None of the clerks believed my story. Still can't believe you're alive.
Reading all your notes and your books.
Envoy, is it really you? I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel?
Well, I have considered chartering a boat back to Adir.
Homesick already? After what you've been through, I can't say I blame you. But there's work to be done on the frontier. Good work, and I need you here at my side.
Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor?
I hope this was worth all the trouble.
Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends.
Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation.
His Majesty is concerned the Crown's efforts in the Living Lands could be jeopardized by the Dream Scourge.
With that, I have better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own.
No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles.
I prefer to think it's part of my destiny, though perhaps it's just bad luck.
Maybe that's all it is, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities.
Assuming it's not already here.
Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire.
I assume those are the people responsible for my death.
Your instincts do you credit. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they're fugitives and oath-breakers hiding amongst the populace. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
Seem to have it out for us specifically. Do you know why?
Something about a labor dispute gone wrong, I think. The Steel Garrote got involved, and it turned quite ugly.
A lot of disputes arise because people here have a strong aversion to being told what to do.
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice.
I'll be the one to decide the punishment, if any.
The choice is yours, as will be the consequences. All I ask is that you use your best judgment.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarok, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise.
Kai, we're not hunting deer. You've proven to be capable so far. What can he do that you can't?
Blend in, for one thing. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the Living Lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another.
Soul has always been rotten to the core.
Well, be that as it may, we can't have you dropping dead again on your first assignment.
And I can't keep dragging you back to Liviana's.
Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
Assassins are cowards by nature. This will be easy.
Don't be so quick to judge. They got the better of you once, and I don't want history to repeat itself. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarok? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
I really want a game to represent how strong and like resilient you are in cutscenes as you are in gameplay. Like in gameplay, I get the shit kicked out of me, I get a second wind. I just stand back. I just kind of like shrug off and get my health back. I would have loved it if the assassin shot me and I'm just like, ugh, fuck it, and I just flex and the arrow shoots back out of me.
suppose. But what's the point? It's useless without that Adra. Oh, you are a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back, wherever they came from. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned. I suppose if you say it, it must be true. After all, luckily, I'm trying to do work for the betterment of the world. That ought to win me some favor if the gods are watching. Ha! Good point. I suppose my work wasn't doing Sapiento de Falva, Alchemist and the Dream. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local flora and the fauna, but I expected my main reagent to be delivered today. Awakened Adra has already failed me. No, I have the misfortune of requiring luminous Adra for this experiment. The gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my Adra have not delivered it, and they seem to be avoiding me, as if they've... At this point, I'll take any... My friends must have lied, or they got the Adra and lost it. I can't imagine... The people of the Deadfire have been refining luminous Adra for its health benefits for gods know how long. If anything can... Best of luck with... They were... I don't wish them ill, but any luminous Adra will do, he said, as if the stuff were... My friend!
Saved my life. He would have killed me, and all for a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Any law-abiding citizen would have done the same. Nothing to see here, Envoy. The situation's under control. What he thinks doesn't matter anymore. I caught this waste of life mugging a protected citizen. I just did what came naturally.
I thought all Paradisans were protected citizens.
These things happen from time to time. Inquisitor Ludwine understands. I assume you do too.
Assume nothing about me, soldier. Nothing.
Forgive me, Envoy. I spoke too freely. It won't happen again.
Easy. Paradis is getting more dangerous by the hour.
They all crow about, eh? Best hunter and guide in all of Dawnshore?
Just Dawnshore? Whew, must be slipping.
You just look like a drunken dwarf to me. Seen 1,000 of you roaming back home in Adir. Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of Makul. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
Real experts should be able to withstand being taunted by their lessers.
Just watch. This'll be good.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adir Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another
Not Nimdut.
sip. But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Dukte Drago Sakasat Jitule.
You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
You know Marius. Do you think we should step in?
Marius can handle himself. Of course, if you're bored, we could always start something anyway.
I'm gonna stop this now.
I'm with you. Ready to crack some heads.
Take a breath, everyone. Let's keep this friendly.
You stay out of it, Envoy. This isn't your problem.
You're standing between me and the person I'm here to see. That makes it my problem. Just go finish your drink, friend. This is over.
Nothing's over until I say it is. Come on, Meili. Let's show these people why you don't pick fights in the Balrog.
You asked for this.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I wonder what happens if I let him handle it. Maybe it doesn't have to come to violence.
You saved my life. He would have killed me.
So that's how it is. All right then. We aren't exactly trained to de-escalate, but I'll tell the others. They'll...
Not sure she'll take it to heart, but even one good example helps.
So, you're the one they all...
Marius can handle. I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramp should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
Wasn't the man on a hunch?
He's crafty, but he's no maniac. Just watch.
Oh, I can feel it. Gods. You.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
And he's off.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a... person.
Tell me you were bluffing about poisoning that man.
Wasn't a bluff. That was a test. Any hunter worth their salt knows Widow's Kiss has no effect if it's ingested. And he actually believed I could pay the bartender to poison someone's drink. Gods, the taverns in Adir must be rough.
Well played. They certainly won't mess with you again.
Right. That's the goal. If I'm not mistaken, you're looking for someone to help find the people who killed you.
Exactly. Do you know how we can find them?
I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them.
What would we be looking for at the town gates?
Bloodstains, footprints, darts left behind. If we find anything at all, we can find your assassins. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
New companion! Known as the best hunter and wilderness guide in the Living Lands, Marius has all over the living lands, but there is no place he truly calls home. Marius uses ancient Pargrunan stealth and survival techniques to gain the advantage over his foes, trapping them in gripping vines or disappearing from sight to ambush them with a silent attack. His senses are attuned to detect threats and objects scattered across the lands. On roots, hunter senses. Cool. Alright. I think it's about time for me to take a break. Ooh. Thank you to anyone who did come by. Y'all have yourselves a good one.